Freddie Carmichael moved here from Aklavik when Inuvik was first being built. He's seen a lot of changes in the past 20 years. Freddie started a flying service in the late 1950s, and today he's still in the same business. Here's Freddie to tell us about the early days of Inuvik.
Who were some of the first people in Inuvik when you moved here? Can you name some?
Gordy Campbell was here. I remember he was one of the first guys I met. And Koziak, and there's Jim Coy, and Owen Allen, and Hibbert Allen, and Hubert Dick, and Johnny Vagana, and there's all kinds of them. Most of them are gone now, But it was it's a good little town, for sure.
How were the holidays like Easter and New Year's, Christmas celebrated?
Well, sure, a lot more than we do today, that's for sure, Christmas and, New Year's and Easter time and spring I guess there's the people themselves were more really involved, and it was a real good time, even the way they dress, everybody had their fancy clothes, fancy mucklucks, fancy parkas, and just really dressed up northern style, and it was really something to see, Yeah, they were real good times, those days, Yeah.
What kind of activities went on?
Well, there was lots of, there was lots of dances, and lots of, like the dog races and all sorts of things, like rifle shoots and snowshoe races and, just everything. Seemed hard these days to organize. I guess we're all too busy.
When you moved to Inuvik, was there TV or radio stations?
I guess when I got here, yeah, I don't remember. I don't think there was TV. I don't really know. I don't think so. But there was good old CJK there. They moved it from Aklavik over here along with everything else. I don't know. There was no telephone when I first moved here in '60. No, matter of fact, the telephone line was built quite a while later. I helped build that. Matter of fact, I did a lot of flying on that CN line. You might have seen them poles. Matter of fact, Good Hope Chief was saying something the other day on the radio about moose or caribou or something getting tangled up and strangling. Well, so that line is still up. I guess they're starting to take it down now. That's how we had telephone, is from landline from Hay River, I think, all the way here. The way things happen today, it's kind of mind-boggling with all the modern technology they have today. Even at their camera. First plane I guess I can really remember is the old Norseman, I guess, They used to use that for CP Air used to come up here from Norman Wells. They would fly up with that old Norseman and overnight in Aklavik and go back. They would pick up passengers. I think they even went to Tuck and Aklavik, McPherson, Arctic Red, Good Hope, and then Norman Wells. Then they got on DC-3 in Norman Wells and went to Edmonton from there. Took a couple of days to get down there then. There's still the odd one around, flying.
What was your first plane?
I bought a Stinson, and that was in '56, I guess, somewhere in 1956, somewhere around there. And I paid, I think, $2,600 for it. You can't even buy a Skidoo for that now. four-seater airplane.
When did you, or where did you get your pilot's license?
Well, I got my pilot's license in Edmonton. I used to hang around Mike Subko and then Don Violet was up here as a missionary, and he had a little airplane and gave me a ride a few times, and I got really interested, and he saw that I was interested, so he encouraged me, and I went to work on a DO line and made enough money, and I went out and got my pilot's license. It cost me $350 that time. They're about 4,000 or so now, I think. And then I went back to work on the DO line for another 6 months, and I made enough money to buy that airplane. One of the things that keeps coming back to my mind, they talk about the early days, and it goes back really to my work and the people. In the springtime, like when the water starts coming along the shore, you know, the people all be heading out to the land, to Trapline. And we used to have a couple of little planes, and we'd fly all day, and you know, like daylight around the clock then, and we'd be flying. Well, we'd start fairly late in the afternoon because it's better at night, cool, and we'd be flying just as much as we could, just steady flying, going to the bush camp, short trips, you know, 10 minutes out, 15 minutes out. So many people out there, and you'd be going across, hauling the gas and the groceries and everything by boat across, from the shore across that open water to the main ice where the airplane was. And it was real fun, eh? I mean, I really enjoyed that part of the flying, and I miss it quite a bit even now. We do a bit now, but not very much, you know. I mean, we do some, not many people out, and there's skidoos now, eh? Like, boy, we used to be busy, and you'd fly and so, you know, it was lots of fun and lots of good meals too out in the bush. That's the part I really remember, you know, and I kind of miss. And
You have anything more you'd like to say?
no, I don't know, not really, I guess. That's about it. Just maybe wish everybody happiness for 1986. Wish them all well. That's about it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do you have anything more you'd like to say?
Yeah, I thought about this as we were talking. When earlier you asked me what changes I had seen take place, and I guess one of the most important ones, and one of the ones that is having a pretty significant effect on this community and the surrounding communities, on economics and the condition of life, is probably the settlement of the Cope land claim, and the fact that that groups like yourself, now the Communications Society was formed, and I think that's a development of the settlement of that land claim. We look at the ICD and the things that they're doing in the business areas. IDC, sorry. But you look at that, and you look at the impact upon this community and the surrounding area, and I think that there isn't anybody in the business community that can't look at the Cope land claim and the settlement and say it's been beneficial. So that's a big thing that's taken place since 1971 that suddenly occurred to me as I was sitting here talking to you. That's about all I can think of.
Okay, thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
For recreation, Inuvik has the Dave Jones Community Center, the Ingamo Hall Friendship Center, and the Family Hall. Each spring, Inuvik holds the Muskrat Jamboree. There are parades, tea boiling contests, snowmobile and motorbike races, and many more recreational events. Bingos are a popular recreational activity in Inuvik. Here's John Hill.
There's a lot of recreational activities here, and of course there's the big one, bingo. I think I said to you before you started this interview, one of the reasons I decided to get into politics was to avoid bingos. You know, bingos are on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. I got an excuse not to be there. I used to get involved in calling bingos, and so I guess politics was a good excuse not to be involved in bingo.